I just got back from my haircut this morning, and you know what that means. It's another outfits video. But hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell, we're doing a fashion video this week, and I am super excited. I'm going to recreate some of my favorite style icons outfits for the spring. I always like to have a little dress up session before like the actual season begins, just to get me excited about the new season and to get me out of kind of like the style rut from the previous season, which I'm already feeling with winter. So I think this will be really good. Hopefully you guys can get some inspo as well. I think in the fashion sphere, we've kind of lost our culture of like fashion icons. I feel like it's like very 2010s magazines to always know like what different celebrities are wearing, know their different styles and everything, but I do think having style icons is such a nice concept. Liking and following a couple people's style over time is so much less overwhelming and also a little bit more curated than seeing things on Pinterest or Instagram and just getting exposed to a ton of random people and aesthetics all at once. But then obviously it feels a lot more inspiring than just looking at your own wardrobe all the time. Even though I don't necessarily love celebrity culture, I think it is nice to have celebrities as style icons as well, because you kind of get a sense of their personality, or at least the personality that they want you to see, and you can see their style in a lot of different contexts, from, you know, everyday paparazzi, whatever photos, to super formal events. And there's such a wide range of celebrities and their stylists out there that it's really fun to kind of take inspo from. And I feel like it's important to mention that all the people I'm about to mention in this video, their style is kind of at different corners of my personal styles. Like, I feel like everyone's style is a jumble of a lot of different attributes. I would say mine has sort of like a classic feel, but also a slightly like sporty and casual one, and then also kind of like a vintage and kind of funky style as well. And so it's nice to have icons who sort of embody each of these characteristics, because playing with their inspo allows me to sort of push my style while obviously still staying within like the things that I like. So yeah, all of these people are also icons that I wish more people knew and talked about. So I'm excited to share their styles and their outfits with you guys. The first person on my list is Siggy from the group Red Velvet. If you guys are familiar with her, you could probably tell that my haircut was actually very inspired by her hair as well. But she is truly one of my favorite people to look at for everyday inspo. Because her job as a K-pop idol, she has a lot wider range of style than a lot of people on this list. But in general, she has sort of like a vintage, cozy, casual style with touches of more like cutesy, feminine elements. She also wears a lot of color and a lot of prints, and I love the way she mixes things together. And because of her job, I feel like she wears a little bit more trendy pieces more often as well, and it's always really inspiring to see how to sort of integrate trends into your own style. And she's also really active on like Insta and stuff as well, obviously, and so it's really nice to see what she's wearing in that season as well and get kind of like direct inspo right away. Okay, so this is the first Siggy outfit, and as you guys can probably tell, I chose the photo because we happen to have almost the exact same shirt, which is pretty amazing. Hers is a lot baggier, but the print is basically exactly the same. Don't know how I got so lucky, but I do think this outfit would look great with any striped t-shirt or any sort of like light colored t-shirt on top. And I really like the dark wash baggy denim because it adds a slightly bit more of like a chic vibe. I think the color is really classy, and so the combo feels really like casual but cool as well. And then she has like a brown suede bag that I do think is really nice, but I don't have one, and I actually am just more of a tote bag girly anyway, and so I brought in sort of like a warmer toned tote bag. I've shown it in a lot of videos, but I really like the sort of one warm toned bag touch to a mostly sort of like cool outfit. I think the colors go really well together as well and feels a lot more springy and kind of light. And then in terms of shoes, I do think she has a pair of sneakers on, but me personally, I think I would prefer to wear this with my Doc Marten Oxfords, which I have here. These are my beloved pair that I've had for over 6 years, and I wear them honestly probably 3 to 4 times a week. They go with absolutely everything, and I think in this outfit they make it feel a little bit more like cool and slightly grungier, which I really love. And then just to show you guys in terms of jewelry, I'm wearing my Ana Luisa silver hoops, and then this red sort of heart necklace from I think En Route Jewelry throughout this whole video. And then for the next Siggy outfit, I noticed she does a lot of like these sort of button-up tops with a sort of A-line skirt combo. And this is actually an outfit that I've worn before as well, so I think it's truly something that definitely can be worn in real life. I have this amazing pleated skirt from Aritzia from Sunday Best that I've talked about before, as well as this thrifted sort of blouse, and it has these little polka dots all over it, which I love. And I saw that she paired her outfit with socks and Mary Jane's, and so that's what I've done here. These are my blue suede Mary Jane's with some gray socks, and I really like this because it kind of adds a little bit of color to this outfit as well. But I also realized that on its own, this outfit isn't very springy. It's a lot more summery and not very cold proof. And so for those days when the evenings get pretty cold, I've added this green cardigan on top, and it's quite slouchy and big, and I think it's really cozy and kind of also makes the actual outfit feel a little bit more casual as well. But yeah, those are the Siggy outfits. I absolutely love her style, and I honestly feel like I could wear these whenever, genuinely doing anything. So I'm super happy about them. I'll definitely pull these out in the spring. The next person is a Korean actress named Lee Ju-myung. She's been in a couple of things, but I first found her when she played Seungwon in 2521, the K-drama, and I absolutely loved her character. I loved how she played her. She was so like confident and badass and amazing. The style of the actress in real life has like the most classy, chic energy while still being very down to earth, very comfortable. And looking through sort of the reference photos, I realized that she's sort of at the most classic end of my style. Like she wears a lot of button downs, a lot of sweaters, a lot of knits, but I feel like it's always done in a very approachable way and it doesn't feel too stuffy or too preppy. And yeah, I also absolutely love her hair. She really inspired me to keep my hair long this time as well. And I don't know, I just feel like her general vibe is like the older sister that I always wanted but never had. So here's my interpretation of the Lee Ju-myung outfit. I really love her white skirt in this photo, but I don't have anything similar. So I've put the white up top in this Uniqlo tank top. And then we have a very similar like chocolate structured jacket that I absolutely love. I got this at a vintage store last year here and it is one of my greatest finds. We have the same skirt as earlier, and then she has knee-high socks on in the photo, but I actually don't really love that look on me. I don't think that they're the most flattering, and so I've gone for some calf height, I don't know what they're called, mid-calf boots instead. These ones I thrifted in Austin. And then I think for me, instead of like a beret or a hat, I would go for some sort of hair accessory. Like I have a scrunchie on now. They actually thinned my hair so much for this haircut, so I don't think my hair looks as good in a ponytail anymore, but it's all right. As y'all probably know, scrunchies are like one of my favorite hair accessories. So yeah, here's the reinterpretation. Kind of loving it. I think it's super kind of classic and chic and yet still kind of cool as well. And as Lee Ju-myung does, she wears a lot of neutrals, but it always feels like very cool and playful. So yeah, I love this. I think I'd definitely wear this when it gets a tiny bit warmer here. Next is probably the most well-known style icon in this list, and it's Zoe Kravitz. She might actually have the most cool girl style I have ever seen. I think every Gen Z girl probably would have her as their style inspo, and I am no different. In some ways, her pieces are so basic, but she makes them feel so unique and so her, and I think you can tell she really has favorite pieces that are very lived in, which I think is something that's really essential to having style as well. And she kind of has this like grungy, girly style to her that I don't think is always what I want to wear, but I feel very inspired by it, and I like kind of incorporating it based on her looks. So here's the first Zoe look. I was really inspired by her sort of Canadian tuxedo vibe with the open denim shirt and the matching denim pants. But for me, this is the one denim shirt I have, so I've gone for the matching dark denim. And then for the shirt underneath, I wanted to do sort of like the same muted pop of color. And so I have this really beautiful vintage loft shirt that I've put underneath, and I think the colors work really well. We've gone with a very similar sort of blue cap. This one also just happens to be like my everyday hat. I absolutely love this. And I think she has the Birkenstock Bostons on, but I've put on my matching sort of Doc Marten clogs. These are the Jorge 2s, I believe. And then I've pulled out my one black leather bag, which is my vintage Coach Messenger, and I absolutely love this. And lastly, I think a la Zoe Kravitz, I think I have to wear a pair of sunnies because she's always wearing them, and I think they add so much to the vibe. So yeah, this is the finished Zoe look. What do we think? Kind of obsessed. Might wear this literally next week. And this is the second Zoe outfit for when it gets a little warmer. I feel like this completely encapsulates the best parts of her style. It's so comfy and yet chic while still playing with color, and it feels like just such a perfect combo for like just getting coffee or like going on a walk on the weekend or whatever. I'm so excited to wear this out. I have on a vintage sort of like heathered white shirt underneath that I thrifted with a cause button down that I also thrifted on top. I took this out of my spring and summer storage for this video, and I apologize, it's still really wrinkly unfortunately, but you get the effect. The color is super perfect and so cool. And then a pair of really comfy gray shorts that peek through, my white socks, and then as always my Doc Marten Oxfords, like her loafers. And then again, because I don't really have slouchy like leather bags or anything, I've pulled out my Coach Messenger one more time. I guess you could also wear it with a tote bag and it would look great. And because it's Zoe Kravitz, this is the last touch. Yeah, let me know, how did I do with Zoe? Next, we have someone I've mentioned before on this channel, and that's Faye Wong. She's the only one from a sort of different decade. She's a 90s Hong Kong sort of pop icon as well as movie icon. And then like a lot of people, I first saw her in Chungking Express. She's the one with the short pixie cut, and I just feel like she has such magnetic energy. She's so cool. Her style does feel kind of like of the time. It's very 90s, but it's also very simple vintage. And even though most of her style tends to be a little bit like artsier and funkier than I would say my style is on the day-to-day, I feel like that that is an element I like to play with too. And so I'm really inspired by kind of that side of her, as well as just her energy. I really feel like her vibe is just incredible. Her confidence, her like makeup is always perfect. And here's the outfit that I recreated. I loved sort of like the vintage like 80s, 90s vibe of this photo, but I felt like it was quite like dated fashion. And so I tried to use some of my own pieces that have very similar silhouettes, but I couldn't find a baggy denim jacket, so I have instead my like sort of suede bomber jacket. And then I also pulled out my striped turtleneck sweater to kind of emulate her stripe. And then you can't see what she's wearing on bottom, but looking at her past photos, she pretty much wears a lot of like jeans or sort of like fitted pants, and then boots. And so that's what I've gone for here. I have my sort of Musinza wide leg jeans. I'm obsessed with these. I wear them all the time. And then the same boots that I wore for the Lee Jumyoung outfit, they're just underneath. And then I also feel like this is great proof that hair and accessories can do so much to make outfits feel a little bit more interesting. Her hair is short in the photo, so I decided to put mine up, which I feel like kind of adds to the more casual vibe. But then she also has like sort of big dangly jewelry, and so I've gone for my sort of most dangly pearl earrings, and I think they add a really cool sort of pop to the whole outfit. I feel like this outfit actually feels like timeless. It has vintage silhouettes, but it also has like little pops here and there with the earrings and the stripe. I think this would be perfect for like 50-60 degree weather, so I think I'm gonna wear it really soon. And the last style icon on this list is the model actress Jung Ho-yeon, and she's most famous for playing Sae-byeok in Squid Game. Because she's a model, a lot of her outfits online are like runway fits or from shoots, but her personal style tends to be super like casual and boyish and baggy. Probably at like the furthest end of that scale for my style, and she always just looks so comfortable, which is honestly all I want to be. She wears a lot of like vintage sort of more muted colors, which I love, and always just has this amazing carefree energy about her. I just need to remember that she's literally a model, so nothing will look quite the same on me, but I do think that her outfit sort of formulas are still really simple and fun to play around with. Here's the first Jung Ho-yeon outfit. I immediately love the turtleneck and jacket combo in this photo, and also the matching boots and bag, and so I've brought those into this inspired outfit. We've gone for a similar like mini bomber slash trench style jacket. This one is like a sailing jacket that I thrifted here last year, paired with a different color turtleneck underneath. I just thrifted this sort of like striped purple blue turtleneck, and I think the colors actually go pretty well together. It feels kind of muted, but also like a statement because they're right next to each other, which is nice. The same jeans and boots, and then I brought back my Coach Messenger bag because they match with the leather shoes. And I feel like this has exactly what I love about Jung Ho-yeon's style, which is like some of the silhouettes are super classic, but then she uses kind of like fun colors, more sort of interesting textures, and like vintage style pieces to make it more interesting. I never would have thought to put this turtleneck and jacket together, but now that it's happening, I actually kind of love it, so I might wear this also very soon. And here's the final outfit. I'm so ridiculously happy because I feel like we're honestly finishing off on my favorite of the entire video. This outfit is just so incredibly me. I feel like I could actually wear this every day for the spring and summer, and I would be so happy. I found a sort of similar sporty blue baby tee, and then the same pants as before, sort of just like a straight wide leg. And then I finally took out my sandals, and honestly just wearing these in the winter right now is giving me life. Like, I feel like I have a reason to keep going until I can wear these again. I'll put the exact name of these sandals and all the other info in the description box below, but these are the Doc Marten sandals. They kind of have a platform, and I absolutely love them. They're basically the only shoe I wear in the summer, and I think actually that my favorite part of this outfit, and the part I wouldn't have thought of if it weren't for Jung Ho-yeon's inspo pick, is actually the belt. It's so small, but just having a simple leather belt for what feels like a very casual outfit, I feel like immediately dresses it up a little bit, makes it a little bit more interesting, and also makes it feel more like a cohesive thing, especially when it goes with the shoes as well. Of course, she's wearing her sunnies, and I feel like with that, it's honestly perfect. It's giving spring, summer break, picnics at the park, biking along the Han River. Yeah, I actually can't wait to wear this out in real life. So yeah, those are all the style icons and outfits for today. I had so much fun sort of playing around and putting these outfits together, and I just think it's such a great time to like emulate other people and see what you can pull out of your closet that exists already. Let me know in the comments if you got some inspo or who your style icons are, or like if there's anything you're liking to try out this spring. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!